Today we got a dope center build that I think is going to be super effective in, rack and, the 5v5. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about this down below in the comment section. If it's a W, if it's an L, please let me know. And maybe we can figure something out. All right. So, of course, we're going to start this build off by putting it as a center. All right. Height, we're going 7 foot. Our weight, we are going 246. We still want to have that crazy amount of strength. We still want to be able to somewhat bully, all right? Because this is a center, we will be able to have a high standing dunk, but we also want to be able to shoot and move just a little bit, all right? So 246 is where we're going. And then for our wingspan, we went 7'7". Now, when it comes to our close shot, if you know, then you know that close shot is what is going to help us get that paint prodigy, and that paint prodigy is pretty important. So we went with an 86 for our close shot. That is going to, of course, give us that paint prodigy on silver, but we are in the range of outcomes with cap breakers and whatnot. If we really want to push it up, then we can get this to a gold. All right, so you're gonna have to go ahead and put an 87, but for here we're gonna go 86 because I don't mind using a tier 1+1 if we truly need it. All right, you only get 5 spots. Okay, with the 5 spots here, you will only be able to max it out at a 91. But if you want that 92 to secure gold and not have to worry about that being one of your tier 1+1 badges, then do that. But I think we're good with silver, but that's just because I'm gonna use my tier 1+1 to get this on gold. So if you know, then you know. Paint Prodigy is one of my favorite badges as a big or as a post scorer, because if you have it like that, it's definitely going to help. All right. Driving layup, we went with a 45. We're not doing too much when it comes to driving. We're either going to get positioning and then put it up, or we're just going to shoot. So 45. Our driving dunk is going to be a 65, so nothing too spectacular here, but we can still get a driving dunk off, and slips and all that stuff. So there's that. Our standing dunk is where we put all of our attributes, so we went with a 90 for our standing dunk. All right, so that 90 standing dunk, you're probably no stranger to seeing a 90 standing dunk, just knowing that you're going to go and get that 95 with cap breakers later. I mean, that rise up badge is pretty important, especially for a center that is going to be able to get boards like this one. Post control, we went with a 61. We are not a post scorer, so we didn't have to go OD with this at all. When it comes to shooting, we did want to have a consistent jump shot, so we went with an 82 for our mid-range shot. 82 is going to be max, but you see we got that silver set shot specialist. For our 3 ball, we went with a 76. I do believe the threshold is a 75. As long as you have a 75 or above 3-point shot, you will be able to unlock those shooting takeovers. So our takeover is going to pretty much boost our shooting, and that's wonderful. Like that's the best that we can do. So we'll do that. Free throw, we're going with a 92 because I do plan on bringing this build to the rec. So 92 for the free throw. Our pass accuracy is pretty important with a build that can get rebounds like this one. So if we have an open shooter, we can get the ball there. So we went with an 87 for our pass accuracy. Ball handle, we went with a 52. Our speed with ball is going to be a 30. Interior defense, you are still a center at the end of the day. I know you got the high pass act. I know you could shoot. I know you could rebound. I know you could do whatever. So you'll have the ball on one side of the ball or one side of the game, but on the other side of the game is the paint sweep. You know what I'm saying? So we need to make sure that we are a two-way. Like that's pretty much the meta in NBA 2K25. If you're not a two-way, then you better be really elite at what you could do with the ball in your hand. But interior defense, we had to go with an 82 because it's only likely that we're going to be faced up against another center that's probably going to be different in the paint. Okay, yes, a lot of these centers can shoot, but so can you. But the Only other thing, like, you know, we're not going to put too much perimeter on this, so our perimeter is going to be a 40. Boom. Our steel, we're not going to rely too much on our steel. We're putting that to a 37 just so we can have us an 88 block. So when it comes to being in the paint, we are going to have an 88 block. We're going to have that paint patroller. We can easily get this paint patroller on gold. So if you want to go the gold route and do your tier 1+1 to get that to Hall of Fame, you can do that. If not, leave it on gold. You're straight on gold. This will help you get some blocks down low in the paint. A lot of people drive, so you being there, you're going to need paint patroller. You're going to need a little bit of presence on the interior, or you're going to get banked on. That's literally what it is. When it comes to rebounding, we went with a 94 offensive rebound. So if we get the rebound, we can easily put that back up. And on top of that, we know we trying to get most of the game-changing rebounding badges. So if the ball is ever to clink off that rim, we want to be able to be the ones to get it. And with a 94 going to 99 offensive rebound, I think we'll be okay. All right. Defensive rebound, we went with a 92. Boom. Our speed is going to be a 70. So we went with a 70 speed here. Our agility is going to be a 58. Our strength is going to be a 91. We have to be strong so we can fight for positioning down low. And then our vert is going to be an 80 because we are going to get rebounds. We still do want rise up on a high enough tier to be effective. So it's on gold. I have no problems with rise up being on gold, but just knowing that 5 cap breakers will give me Hall of Fame, and then my tier 1+1 will go and give me a legend rise up, I do feel pretty lit just knowing that that's a possibility. So having a legend rise up with a silver paint prodigy, so if it happens to be a layup, cool. Being able to shoot the 3 with takeover that may actually boost our 3. We'll be looking at takeovers after this. Mid-range game looking good. The paint will really have that on lock, and then rebounding all around, we're good with that. So I like builds like this just because I feel like I can do the most with them. So some of you guys probably play a little different, and that's cool too. But yeah, when it comes to getting a triple double, we on that. We on that. Takeovers. Let's look at the takeovers real quick. If you want a takeover like Glass Gunner because you want to shoot threes, then an 84 3-pointer, more than enough. Offensive rebound will be a 99, defensive rebound 99, and then on top of that, you get the marksman takeover. So when it comes to shooting your mid-range shots, your 3-ball, everything is right there. If you like doing pick and pops, you know, you're a popper, Fortress, your 3-ball will be an 84 and your strength will be a 99 with also the blockade takeover. Other than that, if you just want splash tower, of course, you'll have an increased 3-ball of an 84. Your interior defense will be a 90. That's cool. But if you can do all that, you might as well go SWAT specimen, where your 3-ball will be an 84, but your block will be a 96. Now, if you put cap breakers towards your block, you can have a 99 block, and that is pretty cool looking. So SWAT specimen is one of those ones you could easily use. If you're grinding rep and you want to go to starting 5, then orchestrator is going to be by far your best friend. I use this on my rec build when I bring it because I have a high rebounding, I have a high pass act. And when I play starting 5, I mean, orchestrator is definitely going to be my takeover choice 10 out of 10 times. All right. So you do have a lot of insane takeovers to choose from, especially if you just want to get boards or if you just want to dominate in the paint. You could do that. You could really do that. Go crazy with it. Have fun. All right. Be a little different. But you got all your key badges, gold, silver. Like, I'm really liking what this build can bring to a team, especially in a rec situation. All right. So we're going to go ahead and we do have shades of Jack Sigma, Jonas Valanciunas, and Goga, Goga. We're just gonna call you Goga, bro. All right, Big G. All right. So we have successfully created a two-way inside the arc Maestro, and I actually have a couple of these. Some of them have higher three balls, some of them have a higher pass act. Like, there's just so many different ways that you can make something, like this. But again, this is what we came up with, and I think it's pretty fire. I mean, especially if you're playing like solo rec, I feel like you can still be a vital part to a team when it comes to just getting rep and, getting boards, still being a reliable source of buckets while also playing a little bit of defense. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about the build down below in the comments. I want to know if it's a W or if it's an L. Did we cook here? Let me know. All right. If you haven't already seen the video that's popping up on your screen right here, right now, then make sure to click it, and I will see you all in this video next.